Hello, and welcome back to the Sober Scoop. I'm your host, India Gantz, and today we're going to be talking about day one, baby. Sobriety is a weird thing to jump into, and I get asked all the time, like, how to start. I'm on day one, starting day one again, all this stuff about day one. So I wanted to make an episode specifically about that first day and just the very, very early stages of sobriety. So let's get into today's episode. Welcome to the Sober Scoop. This is a judgment-free zone where we talk about how to get sober and stay sober. You're not alone. I hope you feel seen. Quitting alcohol is the best decision I've ever made. All right, so I have a huge list in my phone about a bunch of things I want to say for this, so I'm just going to run through them. And these are just random tips. There's no method to my madness, okay? I'm not like a certified doctor or therapist or whatever. This is just stuff that helped me, even if it's unconventional. This is what worked for me, and so I hope that you can grab even just one or two tips from this list and keep that in mind when you're starting your sober journey. So, day one. First thing I have, and I say this in so many episodes, but stock the fridge with amazing drinks. Having options in your fridge and things to grab for is so key because our muscle memory is to go to the fridge and grab a Coors Light and go to the couch and drink it. And so if you are able to maintain that routine that you have, but instead you open the fridge and you grab a Diet Sprite or a lemonade or you make a hot chocolate in the Keurig or whatever, like just reaching for drinks in early sobriety to kind of keep that lifestyle going is key. So stock your fridge with so many drinks. If you need good ideas for non-alcoholic beverages, I think literally like 2 episodes before this is my non-alcoholic drinks episode. So tune into that. I talk about this all the time on my social media as well. There are so many fun drinks and we literally forget about them when we're heavy drinkers because our mind is so focused on alcohol, and it's like, why would we drink a speckled lemonade at Red Robin when we could get hammered? So there are a world of drinks out there. Last night I had a mango smoothie with a scoop of ice cream and boba from a boba tea place. Oh my God, it was probably the most delicious thing I've ever had, and I would have never gotten that when I was a heavy drinker because I'm like, why would I waste 400, 500 calories, whatever it was? I didn't even look. Why would I waste those calories on an ice cream mango boba smoothie when I could have 6 Coors Lights instead? Like, it mathematically didn't make sense to me, but now I allow myself to have those treats and like treat myself, reward myself for continuing on this sobriety journey because life is still fun and there's so much fun to be had outside of alcohol. And one way that life is really fun is the so many different drink options and food options, but so many different drink options out there. When you go to a restaurant, you're no longer just like automatically your red wine order or your Coors Light order or your cocktail that you get every time. Like, now you get to look at the menu and see what fun mocktails they have, what like weird random drink specials they have going on. There are so many fun things, especially at Red Robin, by the way. Check out the menu at Red Robin for non-alcoholic drinks. It's kind of elite. But anyway, stock that fridge. You will thank me later. Get all the sparkling waters, get all the sodas, like get a 12-pack of Diet Sprite, get a 12-pack of Diet Root Beer, get a 6 or whatever it comes in, 12-pack of sparkling water. I get those True Lime little lime packets and pour it into the original sparkling water from LaCroix, and that's amazing. Like, just be so prepared for so much drinking, non-alcoholic drinking. And with that said, you kind of want to stock the freezer too, okay? This is personal preference, and I know a lot of people talk about weight gain in early sobriety because of this, and I don't even know if I experienced weight gain. I really didn't pay attention to it. The only thing I was paying attention to was not drinking, and something that helped me not drink was to have treats instead, like desserts and candies. And you can get healthy-ish desserts to have around, so it's not like so bad. But I'm just forewarning you, in the beginning of sobriety, sugar cravings are a thing, and they will be ravaging. I don't know what the word is. Sugar cravings will exist. For most everyone that I've talked to, everyone on social media, everyone has experienced the sugar cravings because there is sugar in alcohol, or it processes in your body as sugar or something like that. So when you stop drinking it, you will have sugar cravings. It's a scientific fact, okay? So just be prepared. I get true fruit a lot. That's the chocolate covered fruits like blueberries and strawberries and stuff that you put in your freezer. I recommend the blueberries, number 1, raspberries, number 2, and last, strawberries. They're too big. If you are true fruit and you are listening to this, the strawberries are too big. I prefer the blueberries. Pop them in your mouth, little 1-bite things. The strawberry, you have to take like 3 bites. It's too much. The chocolate's falling everywhere. No. So anyway, I also got mochi in the beginning of my sobriety. You can get it in the freezer section at most grocery stores. I got like Twizzlers. I love Twizzlers. Just have some sweets around because you will have sugar cravings, and it's nice to be able to just give in to those while your number 1 priority is staying sober. You can work on the sugar cravings later, okay? That's my opinion. Sobriety number 1. And that leads us right into my next bullet point, which is making sobriety your number 1 priority. Most people in life have their priorities set as like their family, their finances, maybe their friends, maybe their fitness, You have 1 or 2 of those that are at the top. Family's probably up there for me as my number 1. Sobriety has to be up there tied with your number 1. It has to be your family and your sobriety. That's how important it has to be to you in order for you to stay sober. You can't think that you get to choose every day whether you're going to drink or not. You don't have that choice. It has to be a no. It has to be sobriety all day, every day. You have to have it be your priority and be passionate about it as your priority. It cannot be something that you're doing on the side or trying to drink less, okay? If you're able to moderate, good for you. But I was not, and it kind of made me go insane, to be honest. Quitting was the only solution. And if you haven't listened to my quitting versus cutting back episode, definitely listen to that. It's the one I recommend for people most when they're telling me that they're trying to cut back and blah, blah, blah. I'm literally, it's easier to quit. Trust me. So anyways, quitting versus cutting back, check out that episode. It's so early on in the podcast, maybe the 4th or 5th episode. Or even earlier. I can't remember. Moving right along. Start noticing what and who triggers you. You will notice this literally on day 1. I'm just envisioning myself on day 1 of my sobriety. I can picture it like it was frickin' yesterday. I remember it so well that first day. I remember I walked into the kitchen and it was so triggering for me because usually I'm not a big cook or anything. I usually eat out. I get Subway or, I go out to restaurants or I make literally just ground beef and avocado. Anyways, I'm not a chef. And so back then, usually if I'm going into the kitchen, it's for a beer. That's the reason I'm going to the kitchen. And so in the very beginning of my sobriety, day 1, it was I walked into the kitchen and I'm thinking about alcohol. It was just so triggering for me. Another place was sitting in this chair out on the back deck. I got sober in June, so in California, so it was really hot. And just sitting in that chair, I would always sit in that chair, scroll TikTok, and drink a beer. And then going outside and sitting in that chair, I was thinking about alcohol. So that was triggering. I just started noticing all these triggers. And it would be the most random things, when I got in the shower, because sometimes I would have shower beers. Or, so many different things can be triggering. It can be a person that you're talking to, and you're just this person makes me want to have a drink, or we used to drink together, or whatever that looks like. But literally from day 1, just start noting what triggers you. And don't be scared of those triggers. Literally look at them as learning opportunities. Those will help you be more successful in your sobriety down the road. The sooner you realize what triggers you, the sooner you can develop good strategies for dealing with those triggers, how to avoid those triggers, all that good stuff. So just take note of it and don't be afraid of them. If things are making you feel like you want to drink, maybe even write them in your notes app, places and things that trigger you, and just take note of them. Don't be afraid of them, embrace them, and say, wow, this is teaching me in what situations I like to drink and what situations I'm going to have to be more careful of. So they're great learning opportunities. Don't be afraid of triggers. Just notice them, notate them somewhere, either in your brain or on a piece of paper or in your notes app, whatever. And just be aware. It can be a time of day. It can be a TV show that makes you want to drink because you used to drink while you watch that. Rooms in the house, walking into a certain room. It could be literally anything. So One really triggering thing for me was when the house was empty, because I was living with my boyfriend at the beginning of my sobriety, and when he would leave the house, I would feel so triggered, because I was alone, and that's when I love to drink, like in secret alone. So that was really triggering for me. So I would usually like go out on a walk, just keep my mind busy, things like that. Another tip I have is to try adaptogen drinks. If you find that you are super antsy and you can't calm down and you can't get tired and you can't relax, I liked to drink adaptogen drinks in the beginning. I always talk about Recess. There's another one that I always forget the name of, but starts with an M. And you don't have to drink these. Look into them. They're not like THC or alcohol or anything like that. They are just plant-based drinks that make you just feel chill. Some people say that they just make you tired. So, if you feel like trying one, go right ahead. Look into it ahead of time. You can get them at Target, Amazon, anyway. So with that said, the antsiness, the like restlessness, hyperactivity, that was all really strong for me in the beginning of sobriety and lasted quite a while. So you can calm yourself with those adaptogen drinks, but you can also just embrace the productivity and the restlessness and get yard work done, like get housework done, do art projects, do a puzzle, go on so many walks per day, start that business that you've been thinking about doing, write that book, like whatever you've been putting off or thinking about doing, do it during early sobriety, because you have so much time on your hands and you're like so anxious and you want to be going at all hours. So really try to keep busy and make plans for yourself, like have somewhere to be on Tuesday nights, join the volleyball league, like make plans with somebody or something. Know that you're going to go to the gym every day at this time, or you're going to go on a walk every day at this time. Like knowing that you have plans and somewhere to be is really helpful and kind of helps manage that restlessness and hyperactivity. All right, so the next one I have is telling people, and to each their own, okay? Some people like to tell everyone in their circle what they're doing, like they're on a weight loss journey or they're on a sobriety journey or whatever, and they like to fully divulge, and it helps them stay accountable. They post it on social media, whatever. So if that's you, great. If you're more like me and you want to keep it sort of under wraps until you have it under control, then that's what I did. I didn't want to tell too many people because I was worried that I would fail. And I think having it be just a thing that was for me in the beginning and a really kind of private thing was super helpful in my success, because there wasn't that pressure of like, I'm going to disappoint everybody. It was on me, and I was just focusing on me. And I think the kind of, pressures of everybody else may have diverted me from sobriety. I may have been like, it's easier, in my opinion, to hold myself accountable than it is to hold myself accountable for other people. And I didn't want it to be a thing where everyone's like, are you sure you should be doing it this way? Are you sure you should be doing that? Maybe you should do this. Like, I didn't want people's input. I wanted it to just be a journey for myself, because it really is kind of a self-discovery journey. And I wanted to do that on my own. I turned to podcasts and books and online communities. That's another tip that I have, is like join our Facebook group. It's linked in the show notes here. But finding some sort of community online is helpful too. Tuning into podcasts, checking out audiobooks. A lot of people listen to or read The Naked Mind, Quit Like a Woman. Those are some common ones that people have recommended. I still need to read The Naked Mind. It's on my list of things to do. I listened to Drinking Games, but she drank in a very different way than I did, so I found it hard to relate to. But yeah, just find those resources and that sense of community, even if it's not in real life, even if it's online, like our Facebook group or other online communities. Okay. Another way to keep busy is to take care of yourself. Like while you have this extra time on your hands and you're really hyperactive, you may as well paint your nails at home. You may as well not go to the salon. Like do them at home. Learn how to file them and paint them nicely. Maybe get a gel manicure machine if you like to do gel. I do regular polish and my nails are so strong, so shout out. Regular nail polish is not so bad and it actually lasts a really long time, despite what people think. So take care of yourself. Take showers, enjoy your showers, romanticize your showers, exfoliate your whole body, get a new body lotion to put on after your showers, like do a hair mask, try sock curlers in your hair overnight, try whitening your teeth, like just enjoy this extra time and take care of yourself. It gives you something to do, and it's also like a positive thing to do. You're not playing video games or doing something mindless. You're actually like doing something to improve yourself. And I think that just goes along well with sobriety because you're improving yourself with sobriety. And then you're like physically taking care of yourself by doing these self-care things. Take a long bubble bath and read a book in the bath. Like just romanticizing your life a little bit helps in early sobriety when you have like the gift of time and are wondering what to do. Boredom can exist, so just know that you can take care of yourself, and that gives you a lot of things to do. Okay, I also put on here go to the mall. I know that sounds so silly, but like you can get so many steps in just walking at the mall, and there's people around and there's shops to look at. It's almost like a cheat code to boredom. If you're bored, literally just go to the mall and walk around. You can get something at the food court. You can shop for something that you might have been needing, or you can just look around. I like to go to H&M in the home section and just look at what home stuff they have. I literally am living with my parents right now and don't have anywhere for that to go. But I just like looking at home decor. So I think it also helps you feel not so alone when there's people everywhere. I remember when I used to live in Los Angeles, I would go to Venice Beach and just walk around because there were so many people and so many crazy people. And I just walk around and I would feel fulfilled and full, even though I was lonely. So the mall is kind of a place where you can get that same feeling. And then I wrote on here, get Starbucks and treat yourself. But I talk about this a lot. There are so many good drinks in sobriety. And I didn't go to Starbucks as much when I was a drinker because, again, I would rather like have alcohol in the morning than coffee. And now without alcohol, you can actually like enjoy your Starbucks, have your morning routine. Like instead of making it at home, maybe go out and go to the Starbucks drive-thru and talk to the barista and like get your special coffee with caramel sauce and whatever else. And just like treat yourself and enjoy life. I tried to pack a lot in a short amount of time, so I hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you for tuning in to The Sober Scoop, and I will see you next time. Bye.